Hello, welcome guys for this particular session, and in this session I'm going to tell you about the Postman. Okay, so how to utilize the Postman feature. Okay, so if you will be with me for next 10 minutes, you will be able to understand how to work with the Postman. Okay, and I will also teach you how you can do the post, you can do the get, okay, you can do the patch, delete, and what is the meaning of it. Okay, everything we will be able to understand, and at the end I will leave you with the option of how you can proceed with the Postman. Okay, so let me explain. Nowadays everywhere you will listen the word APIs. Okay, so how the API concept is came up. So API is actually a information in the within the URL, and it is basically a way to get the data, okay, from the database. Okay, that will be the particular area. Okay, so how we proceed? So firstly I will proceed with the HTTPS, because in the Postman what you do, in the Postman you hit with some API. See, this is the URL. You will hit this URL, and once you hit the URL from the database, you will get the details of the data. Okay, and that data will be either in the JSON format, or in the text format, or in the XML format. So majorly when after the CRUD operation was completed, okay, and you have created a website for the CRUD operations, okay, and then you have to send this data. Okay, so the next platform came up with the APIs part. Okay, so let me tell you what is the HTTPS concept. HTTPS you will see in the website. If you go to the browser level and you will click over here, and if you try to copy it, okay, or let's say for example I will go ahead over here and see, this is the HTTPS. If you click on it, you will find out this HTTPS. Earlier it was HTTP. So let's first discuss about this HTTP and HTTPS concept. So HTTPS is a secure, okay, simple Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and then if you want to secure it, is an enhanced secured version of HTTP, which is foundational protocol used for data exchanges between the web browser and the website. Okay, so this is the web browser. You will go through it. This is the web browser, and over the web browser, when I am logging, I am seeing the post, and my post is different to you what you are seeing. Okay, so how it is different, whatever the activities I have done. So this is a personalized format. Okay, so over here if you see, if you come over here, so HTTPS adds an encryption layer to the HTTP. Okay, so below there is a HTTP, and over it there is a HTTPS, which is secure encryption layer, which is added. Okay, crucial for protecting the data transfer, especially when users enter sensitive information like bank login details, email credentials, or health. So when you do a UPI payment or you do a net banking, so at that time this HTTPS helps to add a protection layer while working with the website. Okay, so website that handle login credentials or other sensitive information should prioritize HTTPS. In today's web browser like Chrome, there is a visible distinction for sites using the HTTPS. Okay, so you can see that not secure will come against those websites where HTTP is utilized. Okay, so when you purchase a domain name also, there you will find out that using a little extra fee on the domain, like godaddy.com, if you are purchasing a domain name, so they will ask you for add this HTTPS, and somewhere in the few domains it is mandatory also. Okay, now let's see, let me delete this particular part. Yeah, so how does HTTP work? How does HTTPS work? HTTPS employs an encryption protocol to secure communication, specifically using the transport layer security. So this is further inbuilt concept. Okay, and in this concept of layering, you will see the presentation layer, and then there is a browser also. There is a specific layers in which we are transacting the data. So HTTPS is an encryption protocol to secure communication, specifically using the TLS layer, transport layer security, which previously went by the name secure SSL. So secure socket layer. This protocol enhances the security through asymmetric public key infrastructure, which relies on two distinct keys to protect data exchange between the parties. So either you will get a private key or you will get a public key. When you get a public key, anyone can access the details of the HTTPS. Okay, if you will read over here also, accessible to anyone interacting with the server. Okay, this key allows users to encrypt information, like Wikipedia is there. Okay, they have an API, so that details is common for all the public domain. Okay, but if there is a, let's say for example you ordered something from Amazon and they're providing a developer API, so that you can check your order directly into the different format. Okay, so in that case it should be private. Okay, so for the security reason you will have a private key and a public key. Okay, now, why is HTTPS essential? What risk arise if a website lacks HTTPS? This is a main question and can be asked by anyone, and for the informational purpose also it should be defined. Okay, so before the encryption, if you will send the data, it will be like this. This is a string of text that is completely readable. But after encryption, after the HTTPS, using this protocol, when the data is sent, it will be sent in this particular format. It is a simple data. Okay, simple information, no such information which is sensitive. But yes, in case of this data is sensitive, then if it is in this format, nobody will be able to understand it. Okay, so simply you can say this is a GUID, graphical user interface ID. Okay, and which can be converted into the readable format. So let's read it over here. HTTPS safeguard data by encrypting it, ensuring that information is not easily exposed to the other network. When data is sent over the standard HTTP, it's broken into data packets that can be intercepted with simple software, leaving communications on unsecured networks like public Wi-Fi open to potential eavesdropping. Because HTTP transmits data in plain text, it's readable by anyone with the right tools, making it susceptible to on-path track attack. By contrast, HTTPS encrypts the data, so even if someone intercepts it, the information appears as scrambled characters, protecting it from unauthorized access. Okay, so whenever the data is transferred from a server to a web browser, so this will be transferred in a if they are using the HTTPS protocol, system will automatically encrypt it, and for this encryption you will utilize the feature of there are various technologies which are utilized for this encryption purpose. Okay, so that we will cover in a later stage. Now, why is HTTPS essential and what risk arise if the website lacks the HTTPS? The same I am explaining once again. On websites that lack HTTPS, what will happen? The ISP providers and other intermediaries can potentially insert content into the web pages without the website content owner consent. This often happens through advertising, where ISP seeking additional revenue inject ads into the browsing experience. So if you have a common normal HTTP details, okay, the at the backend also they can use and they can inject the ads in your website. Okay, but when this occurs, website owners have no control over the quality or profits of the inserted ads. HTTPS prevents such unapproved third-party content from being injected, maintaining the integrity of the website content. Okay, so this is related to the HTTPS. What port does HTTPS use? So everything, whenever you will go, there are few ports defined for a specific use. Okay, like on your local network, 8080 is a local port, then 80 is a local port. Similarly for HTTPS, wherever the HTTPS request is going on, the port will be 443, distinguishing it from HTTP, which uses 80 port. A port in networking is a virtual endpoint for network connection, enabling computers to exchange the data. Each port number corresponds to specific processes or services with various protocols using distinct ports. Okay, how can website use HTTPS? If you want to take the HTTPS, you will get a TLS or from your domain itself, from where you have purchased the domain. From there only you will be able to utilize this. Hosting provider offer TLS and SSL certificate for purchase, sometimes shared among multiple customers. Higher cost certificates are also available for specific web properties. For instance, Cloudfare provides HTTP protection at no cost using a shared multi-domain SSL certificate. By setting up a free account, websites can receive ongoing HTTPS protection. Paid plans also offers dedicated website certificate. So if you are using the Cloudfare uh, portal and then you will log into your website, so at that time you will be getting a free HTTPS protocol, okay, protection at no cost. Okay, so this you can utilize Cloudflare technology. This you can utilize. Okay, when you are working with this. When you are working, if you want to use, if you have a HTTP website and then you want to uh, go ahead with HTTPS, you want to increase your uh, you want to increase the security of your website, and at the browser level it will be showing as HTTPS. You can utilize the feature of Cloudflare. Okay, now how is HTTPS different from HTTP? So technically HTTPS is not a separate protocol, but rather HTTP combined with TLS encryption. HTTPS works through TLS SSL certificate that authenticate the identity of the provider. That's it. When a user connects to a secure web page, the server sends a SSL certificate with a public key that initiate a secure session. Okay, the client and server then perform an SSL handshake, a back and forth communication process that establishes the secure connection. So in this way, your HTTP is different with the HTTPS because a layer of protection is getting increased in it. So this is the layer. This is important for you. Now let's go to the HTTP. What are HTTP method? HTTP methods are used to communicate with APIs, and they tell the server what kind of operation you want to perform. Here's a quick overview. So there will be a get method. You will retrieve the data from the server. Post, send data to the server to create something new. Let's say for example you want to check the customers, how many customers are there in your machine or in your portal. So instead of going with the directly accessing the database in the SQL, you can send a get request to the API, and all the customer list will come up to you. Put, update any existing data. Patch, update parts of existing data. Delete, remove the data from the server. Head, retrieve the metadata of the headers without the body. And options, get supported HTTP methods and server capabilities. Now how you can check it, there is a there is a very unique platform, the Postman. Okay, which you can utilize for this particular feature. You can download the Postman. It is very simple. You can simply click on this particular website, www.postman.com, and download it, sign in with your credential and create a new request. Okay, and now I will go over here. I will learn to how to use the get method. So for the get method, it is very simple. I've already utilized it and I've installed the Postman as well. Okay, so this is the Postman, the software which you will get. If you go to the home page, you will see the screen like this. Okay, and over here what you need to do, you need to send an API request. Okay, so simply you can click on the new request. On the new request, it will ask you like these are the methods which I am going to tell you in a recently untitled request. Okay, so if I can change it, let me check. I will remove it. Don't save. This will be the one getting started, and this is the one which you will get. Okay, so I will try if I can. Okay, going further, it will ask me to save. So request name, uh, demo, Postman. Okay, so this is better. Now save to my workspace. There is a specific workspace on which you can work on, and simply I will click on it and save. So REST basic APIs, root test and variable. So demo Postman. So let's get so how to get, there is a particular URL. You can also use this feature and check how get works. Okay, so get, go to the Postman, give the URL, so users, then you can click on the send and download, or send, say simply send. Get is simply URL, so whatever is the format, it is in JSON format, that will come over here. You can change the format over here as per your need. Okay, normally it is in the XML format, HTML format. Majorly in the 90% cases we are going to utilize the JSON format only. Okay, now let's there is a visualize option also, but for this it is not there. There is a preview. In this format it will come, and the raw format, if you want to see, it will come like this. And if you will pretty, so there is another option for the pretty where it will make it more readable. Okay, so this is the one. Now this is the get method. So why we use the get method? Get method is utilized to get the fetch a list of users. Okay, so simple. You can handle it, you can do it easily. Then post. Now I want to add a new user for it. Okay, so what I will do, I will do like this. The same users, same thing will be there, only the method will change, the post method. And what I will do now, here I need to go to the body, and then I need to go to the raw, and under the raw method I need to go to the format in which I want to send the data. Okay, so I want to send the details of this one. I will send the details like this, and over here I will add one more thing. And over here, see, there is a specific ID field. Okay, so what I will do, I will add one more over here. I will give ID, then I will give over here, and on the ID I will give the name as 1001, and I will give comma. Everything is fine. I will go for the send button. What it will do, on the API form it will add this data. On the ID, it has actually removed the 00 from my system. So what I will do, I will add 111, okay, and I will send it. Now again what I will do, I will go ahead and now get the request. Okay, so get, now send it, and I will see that on the ID number anywhere, if 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there, 7 is there, 8 is there, 9 is there, 10 is there, but 11 is not coming up. Okay, so it is because the get method, let me try with the post method. Okay, let me utilize this one. I have not used this, so let me try with this, and now I will post it. So 1 is now posted, but still my details are not coming up. Okay, so we need to check that why our details are not coming up. Let me go to the save button, and maybe it is a hard coded one at the backend, JSON placeholder type picocode.com. So maybe they are not adding it at the backend, but in this way you can utilize, you can directly, if you have the access for the database, you will be able to get it. Okay, so this is just for the demo purpose, but in this way you can create your own API and give the request in this particular format. Okay, now coming to the second one, we have the put method. So put is update a user completely. Okay, so select the put method, and I want to update this particular user. So I will give over here control A control V, and over here go to the body tab, go to the body, then select the raw, and inside the raw choose the JSON format, which I have already selected. And for this, what I want to do, I want to change the name to this one. Okay, so earlier uh, uh, so earlier the name is, let's say for example, let me send it first. Okay, yes, send it first. So this is the, when I have sent it, so this is okay. No, nothing happened. So post, I want to put. So put is actually utilized for the changing the value. Okay, so this is put. Now if I go to the users form, and I will get the details, I should get Jan day. Okay, so in this way, again I am telling, this is just an API format which they have just created for the demo purpose. Next time when I will choose, the user data will be updated. Okay, so simply, and in this way, using the patch in the Postman, so update the patch. So patch is utilized for using for updating the part of the details. Okay, so again for this particular user, what I will do, I will go ahead and I will come over here, control V, and instead of get, I will use the patch now over here. So on the patch raw JSON, and I want to just change this particular phone number. Okay, so instead of whole, I will copy paste it and use the patch. Okay, and over here I will give the curly braces. Over here, yes, this is the curly braces, send it. Now what will happen, it will go ahead and change this one. The phone number of the one is now 1122333. Okay, let me check why it has not changed. Okay, so but yeah, it is not changing at the front end level. Okay, means at the top, if I use the get, it is not changing. So this is due to the database level access. Okay, now delete in the Postman. How you can delete in the Postman? So same one user, I want to delete it. So how I will delete it? I will utilize the same URL. I think URL is same, and then instead of patch, I will go for the delete part, and I will send it. Now this is deleted. Okay, simple. Now in this one, one minute. Let me send it again, and now let me get it again, if it is there or not, but it is there. See, so it is just the access. Okay, but what I'm saying you, how you can utilize the delete. Okay, then the head, how you can use the head is to just to retrieve the metadata. So what I will do, I will go here, I will go here, and then I will go for the head section. So let me send it. So head means to the URL, then click view the header in the response section without receiving the body. So if you go to the header section, you will go, you will get the all the what where is the server located. Okay, so cloudfare is the server, then no cache. Okay, reports to reports endpoint. So if you want to utilize the cloudfare, you can utilize for the SSL purpose, from where you will get these information. Okay, now options is utilize check the supported method, which okay, so on the options, if I will go over here, I will set this users, and then I will check the on the header part. I can check in the body, nothing is coming up, cookies, nothing coming up, but on the header level there is 19 records where which can help me out. I have never used options, but yes, options is there. Check the supported method. Okay, the response will show the HTTP method supported by the server. So HTTP method supported by the server, where it is. So X powered by Express, Express. So this is the access control allow method. So get is allowed, head is allowed, put is patch, post, delete. Server is Cloudflare. So now this is the whole thing. Tips for efficient API testing: save your request, use environment variables, check a status code for 200 or 400, and here is one of the on the delete method. I need to check the response, that I will check now. Just a minute. I will check the delete option and I will see if it is allowed here or not in the demo. I need to check the response will confirm easily with the status 200 or 204. So what is the status over here? Where is test results? No, not test results. Cookies is not there. Body, it is not showing up under the raw. If I see, if I go to the delete one, okay, so this is a 200. Okay, the request is successful. Over here it is showing up. Okay, so that's all from the Postman. I hope using this feature, using this PPT, you will be able to handle and understand the HTTPS and how to use the get, post, patch, delete, head and options methods in Postman. So thank you. Thanks a lot.